Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're gonna do a story time reading. So pretty much it's like a book and or a movie that's being told by tarot. And then so I already have like the music out. So the music is Superstition from Stevie Wonder, Belong to the World, The Weekend, Overnight Logic, Thanks for the Memories, Fallout Boys, Let's Stay Together, Al Green, and You Got It Bad by Usher, September by Earth, Wind and Fire, Triggered by Janae Aiko, and So What by Pink. And then I have the CRISPR deck to tell like the who, what, when, where, how. And then I have my archetype deck ready out to say like how they are, how they acting, their personality kind of thing. And then I have the chakra deck to see like what's going on, like the interactions, how their personality is affecting like their day to day. Got the day to day tarot, and then we also have the Oracle Love Tarot. So today is romantic, okay? Some romantic ish happening. But yeah, and I'm pretty much gonna divide it into like 2 parts, hopefully, maybe even 3. So this is gonna be the first part. But before we get into that, I'm gonna cleanse the space and the energy. So if you have headphones in, turn them down like 5 seconds. And then okay, so pretty much how this goes is like, I won't say like take the parts that resonate with you, but you know, like when you read in a story, you connect with certain characters, or when you watch a movie, you root for certain characters, you connect with certain characters and stuff like that. It's pretty much like that. Whatever you do, whatever you gotta do. It's just a story told by spirit through tarot. Okay, so but with the music part, um, superstitious, right? Stevie Wonder in the beginning at some point he was like 7 years of bad luck. And then like when you believe in things, that's one part that I remember. So when you believe in things that you don't understand, you suffer. So it's just like somebody did something that there's like universal law or like facts to prove it, and this might was like, oh no, it's just superstition, and now they could be suffering like bad luck, and they just like, no, like I don't believe in that, like I don't understand what you're talking about. But this belong to the world. Somebody for the streets, okay? They out here entertaining everybody and their mama, and point blank period. And you might enjoy that, or like when you saw them for the first time, you found them very entertaining. How they were outspoken, very extroverted, and then with this overnight, was he pretty much does like some people would think like it happened overnight, and it's like that wasn't the case. Like it was a lot of events that happened that got you to the point that where you are, right? And you're thankful for those memories. Because they got you to where you are and they help motivate you to get you to where you are. And then there's Let's Stay Together. This was like a romance, so something like somebody in the partnership did something with this. You got it bad, and it caused a breakup or ending, or them needing to, you know, beg, plead, blow up the person's phone to try to get back in touch or contact with the person, to be around them, to talk to them, to oh, that's what they didn't believe and didn't understand. They didn't believe like this person was gonna leave them, and they didn't understand like this person have a breaking point. And now they sitting here crying, boo-hooing, hang up, and they call right back because they want to talk to the person. And the person's just like, nah, we're not talking. There's nothing to say. And for September, I remember the 21st night of September. And that's technically Libra season, so there's that. And yeah, now they reminiscing, wanting to get back together. And it's like, nah, this person left. This person good. And now they triggered, they upset, and they trying to make it seem like, so what? It's whatever. I'm okay. I'm good. When they not really good. They hurt inside. Yeah. So let's see the who, what, whens. We have a privileged lady. We have sudden wealth. Then we have a message. Then we have a mature woman. Then we have a main female. And we have despair. Then we have expectations. Then we have bad health. Then we have distant horizons. Okay. So, and belong to the world, right? And even in Triggered, well, in Triggered, she was literally talking about a breakup. Also in You Gotta Bet, they both talking about breakups. I'm pretty sure in So What, she mentioned an ex. But in Belong to the World, if you listen to the lyrics closely, like he said that, no one ever, like, she was the only one that ever told him how to love, told him how to care, and nobody ever, like, literally got him to do that and stuff like that. And that's why this person could be in despair and like in bad health and stuff like that, because they didn't expect. They felt like it was superstition that it was never gonna happen to them. They was all fine. They was okay, just running around for being in the streets, playing the games and stuff like that. But it's like overnight, out of nowhere, they actually developed feelings for you and loved and cared for you. And right, because even talking about like domesticating like their person, and domestication is staying in one place, settling down, making a house out of a home and stuff like that. And it's like at some point in time they start realizing that they contribute to whatever this problem is, which is why they out in the cold, right, in this despair. Because now I'm looking at the need to hire side, and then it's police and the inside. So like this main female found something out, kicked them out probably. And now they in bad health and despair because they didn't expect this. They didn't really see this coming. And see, like I said before, if this person didn't like, if it's a relationship, this person kept doing something over and over again, and didn't really believe like this person was gonna ever leave, and it's just like this person up and left, and um because they realized that they wanted to like help them and make a life with them, but it wasn't working. And that's what the expectations are. Like they was expecting this person to settle down at some point in time, or whatever bad behavior that they was doing, it would be fixed. But or just be gone overnight, and it's like it wasn't, it never was. And now they're trying to play it off as if they're okay when they're not okay, or that everything is all fine and good when it's not. um, they're in very bad health. They thought something was going to change suddenly, quickly. um, but rather than getting better, it went the opposite route, like drastically. That now they're getting the message that with this bad health, like imagine they like, oh, you thought this person was going to like make a turning point, and it's just like, yeah, nah, they turn into the worst. Like they like that kind of thing, like very fast, very drastically. And now you're getting this letter to like get things in order, prepare stuff. And this mature woman could be like in despair, or be feel hurt, feel sad. But at the end of the day, it's the main female that's like standing alone by herself. So all this could be happening to her. What's going on with her? She got to deal with it. Could be like the mature woman can be like her mom or stuff like that, and she comes from like a very high end privileged background where there's a lot of money and wealth. And now there's like a drastic change in the family because somebody is in bad health and is about to die, and things change very quickly overnight. Seeing that as like this privileged lady in sudden wealth was like if they went from like not having a job to about to like run a whole business out of nowhere, and it's like because it was written in a will for them, kind of thing. Also, in overnight, it was like we even asked like, is it really so hard to be a good person? So could be like those people that was bullying this person while they was down and they didn't really have this business, about to like really regret it. Then we have artists in the shadow aspect with using talents as an excuse to mistreat others. What I just said, yeah. To mistreat others and posing as a starving artist to receive pity. I'm sure the top artists. Let me show the shadow aspect. And then we have Avenger in the shadow aspect with resorting to violence in the cause. Restart. Resorting to violence in the name of a cause. You know what they should do? They should like, if it's shadow, like have it upside down. But oh, you can't see it that. You can't read it that way. My bad. Just because it's literally the shadow aspect that we're talking about. It would have made more sense to do it that way, but each his own. It's not my cards. It's not. And then see, shadow aspect. So well, you could have just did it that. You see what I said? We could have just. Right. So yeah, we're looking in the right act. We're looking in the right direction. The shadow aspect. Then we have a vampire in the shadow aspect don't know that word. Others for their psychic, survival, critical, complaining, and codependency. Okay, with this thanks for the memories. Shadow aspect again, yeah, we okay. We get the freak. The memories weren't great. That's why it's all in the shadow aspect. That's what the thanks for the memories. He literally said in the lyrics, thanks for a memory, even though they weren't so great and stuff like that. So, like I said before, like why you was with this person, why you trying to make a relationship with this person, settle down with this person, it wasn't working out completely. There was chaos, constant complaining, fighting, trying to get back at each other. Or you only help each other if it benefits you. Then we have Don Juan with using the power of romantic attraction for private agenda. Told you some romance in there. Told you. So this person probably think they some Don Juan. That's funny because today and Big Sean called himself the Don. Ooh. Inside joke. That's and then we have Saboteur in the light aspect with highlighting your fears and self-enlightenment and the change it would bring to your life. Alright. And then, okay, we have a bully. Yeah, pretty much got that. Bully in the shadow aspect with conceals deep fear behind verbal and physical abuse. Yeah. But that thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. Weren't so great because they was mistreated and misusing their talents and their abilities to benefit them with their vengeance. And it's like if they, with this vampire being here, if they took for somebody else, broke their heart and stuff like that, they didn't really care because they were good. They was fine. They pretty much, that's what they want. They were sabotaging their own relationship. And like I said, it could be somebody that they did this to that they sabotaged a relationship with, and or they sabotaged a relationship with and then that person actually glowed up and now they want to get back with the person, or they met their match and now they want to stay with this person, but the person's pretty much pulling the same actions that they used to pull, they normally do to people, and now they in despair and then expecting this person to call back and come back, and now they, like, that's why they in bad health and sick, because all the time that we had other girls sitting there waiting around by the phone wondering if this person gonna write me back, if they gonna call me, if they gonna do this, if they gonna do that, if I'm ever gonna see this person again. Now they doing that to this female. Then we have femme fatale. See what I said? Yes! And the Don Juan. I love it. And the shadow aspect. Inappropriate use of inappropriate use of sensuality and attracting money and power. Yes. What I said. They met their match. You ever watch You? This like Joe and Quinn type shit. Like And now they hurt. It's two people and they shadow expect. So they draining each other. But this Don one loves the, I would say love the attention, but loves to be wanted and to be chased. And this female Fatale doesn't need to, well, femme Fatale doesn't really need to chase anybody, and she knows that. Which is different to this Don Juan, which is kind of sort of intrigues him and want him to throw money at her. And or they're trying to get back at one another. With the sabotage and bullying, it's like they, popped in my head was cuckold and the sadist and the masochist, but it's different kind of things, okay? Because I believe a sadist enjoy hurting others and the masochists enjoy it both ways. But yeah, like I said before, they met they match. They met they match. It's like they thought they was playing this femme fatale, but this femme fatale was actually playing them. And they could feel like this Don Juan could, they both, with this adventure, they both feel like what they're doing is getting back at whoever hurt them, like playing the feud, belonging to the world, okay, hurting people, hurt people, trying to break other people, manipulate other people. But it's really just hurting them in a way. I'm gonna remove these because there's no sense for these to be here, because it's just saying like, yeah, they, both parties are in their shadow, which we, there's nothing but shadow here. Well, except the sabotage. It's like they both know, or somebody knows that, okay, like they sabotaged this and they're the reason why this is being like this person is this way, or why, or how this person is like why, or looking at the reason why they are a certain way, and how what they do probably had, caused somebody else to be the exact same way that they are, and repeating the cycle. Like they now seeing the vampire and seeing like who's this Don Juan, who's doing like this, all the, let's say the writing's on the wall, right? And now they feel like they got it back because they see it, they see through the illusions, they see through the trick, they see through the ploy, they know what's going on and stuff like that, and they feel humiliated, they feel bad, they feel stupid. They feel heartbroken. They in despair. Okay? They in bad health. They not taking it well. Okay? This Don Juan is not taking it. Okay? Then we have impulsive, dissipating. Yeah. They hang up and call right back because the person no longer there. They left. And they sitting here expecting them to come back and call, and it's just like, yeah, no, that's not what's happening. That's not. Then we have guilt, yeah. Completion. Gratitude. Self-worth. Renewal. Discovery. And faith. So, yeah, they misuse their talents and their abilities very impulsively, and no, like I said before, got themselves caught up in something that came and backfired. Right, they lost the person that they actually truly cared about, and or they got played, and they didn't realize that they fall for the same trick in the same game that they was playing on other people because they were so quick to rushing into something. And that's now they guilty and they feel guilty because didn't we have codependency? Oh yeah, with the vampire. Yeah, now they caught in something that they didn't really want to be caught up in because they didn't pay attention to what they was doing and got caught up. Well, you got it bad. Is that the album that Jermaine appears about he cheated on Janet Jackson? If that's the Confession album, then yeah, you got caught up in something and lost the girl that you actually truly wanted and cared for. Right? With this completion. Right? You can no longer with this Don Juan, you're wanting to play the fields and being able to play the fields is over. It's coming to an end. A lot of people are grateful. Like what's that? um, or it's like you find a person that you feel like you could be yourself with, you can connect with and stuff like that, and you're grateful. You putting up your Don Juans, you play your shoes, you play your hat and stuff like that. Your little black book, and grateful to find this person so you can be yourself and be vulnerable with this self-worth. Like, you feel seen, you feel heard, you feel like you can love yourself and care for yourself and be yourself with this person. And it's renewing or refreshing, but this discovery that you're about to find out is that, because with this guilt, I see the person like in the back, like drinking, and this person chained, like trying to do chores and act all innocent, which this femme fatale tried to do. And also this Don Juan was trying to do it. Like y'all both played each other, and it's like y'all now discovering that and seeing that. Like I said, with that, like with you and Joe. Because in Trigger, she was like, "Go figure. You was a trigger. You was the do something." Well, you brought me to an obstructive view when you knew the picture was bigger. But if you drink it, of course, things not going to seem the right way because, well, you've a lot of your things is going wrong when you drink it. Not going wrong, but your body's doing a lot of things to have a lot of more things to worry about than. Because, like, when you're drunk and when you're drinking, like, you're trying to make. The reason why you just blurt certain things out because your frontal lobe is relaxed pretty much. So it's just like you're okay and willing to send anything and everything without really thinking about it. Um, if you drink way too much, it's your body trying to make sure you don't freaking pass out. So you're trying to, like, you might pee a lot, and that's the reason why you're trying to get rid of it. Um, a lot. It's a lot that goes on. Um, But with this impatience and then faith, like the fool, like he takes a leap of faith and it might seem like very impulsive to other people and very crazy and weird or stuff like that. But to with spirit and stuff like that, it is the right time and it makes sense to everybody. Well, makes sense to spirit in that person, whereas to everybody else it doesn't, right? Because it's the same person and well, same shadowy figure in both of it, and but not the same person. So, like I said before, somebody did something very impulsive and thought like, oh, it was just superstition, where somebody else was like, no, I'm not gonna do that because this, and the third, and they had faith in what was going on, and it's like now they're discovering like who did what or whose impulsive action cost them, right? Because in Trigger, she was like, you need to stay out of my way. Like, something, it cost them something, okay? Like, either way, like I said before, somebody is walking away, but it's like now they out in the cold, they looking for a job, they struggling, it's like this person is moving on. It's just we could be watching them, seeing how all this is going on, playing out, but it's just like, yeah, no, like you did, like there's the sabotage and the light aspects, like you did all this and it's all coming to light, and now they all boo hoo hoo, what was me. Because with this guilt and renewal, it's like whatever they're guilty of, it's now time for them to serve. It's time to serve their time, but if they already did serve their time, now they're getting out with this completion, right? And they learned their lessons and they're grateful and glad, and now they're trying to like almost like move on with this distant horizon, trying to come back in. But then the person's like, yeah, no, just I forgive you. That's nice, that's cool, that's dandy. But yeah, you're still not coming in here. And we have apology. What I just said! For guilt, confession, and forgiveness. Yeah. They did something very impulsive, very foolishly, caused this person to leave, walk away, and it's now coming to the light. If they was time served, they completed it, they did everything that they needed to do, they learned their lesson, they sorry, they apologizing. Right? Collaboration with backup, unity, and enhancement. And we have stress with headache, pressure, lack of sleep. Then we have disturbance with obscured, irritated, and supernatural. It's okay. I already got my spell deck out. Then we have introvert. Um, Introvert, privacy, separate, online community. We have natural disaster, risk, frustration, and survival. What's survive? Then we have sweet dreams, satisfaction, comfortable, lazy day. And then we have bully, embarrassment, gossip, unwillingness. And then we have faith with coincidence, fatalism, and fortune telling. couple of things with this guilt coming out twice, bully out twice. This bully was trying to embarrass you. Okay, well, embarrass this person. But also with this so what? In a certain part of the song, she was like, you weren't there, you never were, that's not, I gave you life, I gave you all, you weren't there, you let me fall. And it's like they trying to bully and trying to make it seem like they cared and loved for you the whole time, even through like the worst with this natural disaster. But it's like while you were stressing out, being bothered and disturbed by stuff, they had no problem separating from you and or talking to somebody online, collaborating with other people online, and just leaving you to fend for yourself. And it's like now that you're okay without this person, it's like now, or you learned your self-worth, this person learned their self-worth, now this person trying to come back in and want to apologize and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I mistreated you. And because we have lack of sleep and then we have sweet dreams right here. Right? Then we have sweet dreams right here. It's like how? If you don't have sleep, it's like you have sleep when this person is away from you. And I found it funny that faith was underneath each other. Then it says coincidence, so it was like that's even more funny. But yeah, this bully was trying to affect your self-worth, how you care, how you feel about yourself, and it's a sabotage, because at the end of the day, now they're trying to come back and apologize and ask for forgiveness, because you didn't do anything. You was like an innocent bystander that they were just trying to stress out and bother, probably even like worked with other people to do this, and they got the same hand. So let's say they fired. No, because she's looking here. So this privileged lady and this main female and this mature lady learned the self-worth, learned the lessons they need to learn. And now this person is heartbreaking. This bully is heartbreaking, despaired, left out in the cold, having a natural disaster they are struggling with, that they trying to survive while you out here living in your best life, surviving. They in bad health, disturbed and irritated by supernatural things, and it's like all that was written in the stars and stuff like that with this face coming out here. What popped in my head is what's that movie that Marlon Wayne did? And he was like, I don't give a fuck, Keisha. Like that. It's like they did some, or it's like that, but like a little bit of it's like say like y'all both had like was brought with an option, right? But it was separate, and you turned it down, or the main character, the main female turned it down, but the other dude was like, yeah, hell no, let's go for it, let's do it. And then when y'all came back together, they was like, yeah, no, I said no. And then it's like mad shit is happening, and then you trying to figure out why it's happening. If we both said no, why this, and the third, and it's just like, cause y'all both didn't say no, and then you just like, what? And it's like they left you to fight and defend for yourself. Out of nowhere, they became Jerry and just left you to fend for yourself. And you were just trying to sleep peacefully at night, and they just like, yeah, no, that wasn't, no, this was about to happen. And we have love call, someone expressing Someone expressed love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know. Right? They're trying to call you. Well, I said before, with this message, they trying to call you, get in contact with you. I said somebody was dying, but it could be like they dying to get in contact with you because they love you and they miss you and they longer for you. Just dissipating, like you're pulling away from them, and they see that you're pulling away from them, and they have no chance of getting back in because whatever the fuck they was guilty of, they actually did that shit. And they know they did that shit. And it's like now that they see that they was the problem, or see that they contribute to the problem, or see why you're mad, see that you're growing, doing better without them, you don't need them. Now just like, damn, fuck, like I really fucked up. And it's just like, yeah, like you, or they could be this Don Juan female fertile, and it's, or like I said, with this contribute, there's a lot of people in play in here. Then we have key on a ring with many options. What I just said, there was many people in play here. Decisions, unconventional, stringing along, and one night stand. And thanks for the memory, he does talk about a one night stand. And then we have the Phoenix, a new phase, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, and changed mind. Then we have addiction, codependent. We got that twice now. Codependent, obsession, possessive, controlling, has blocked, restriction, restricted. And the supernatural restrictions, you know, we got that here. What just popped in my head was Insidious. Is this some, imagine some freaky Insidious shit? And then you gotta... Then we have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, upheaval, and transformation. So we have transformation twice. Then we have palm tree, stability, security, performance, growth, enhancement, and flexibility. And then we have acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silence, treatment, abandonment. Yeah. So that coming. Then we have dating someone new, dating, getting back out there, setting, and planning a date. Yeah. Said that too. And then we have heart with a key, welcoming, love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, with everything that's now being out on the table. This person didn't believe in the fact that they couldn't get any girl that they wanted, or that they can play any girl that they want and nothing will come of it, right? They didn't believe that, you know, karma was gonna get their lick back. Okay, they didn't believe that. They just thought they can do whatever they can, or whatever they wanted to do, and nothing will come of it, right? There would be no consequences. And even if they was in a relationship with somebody, they would cheat, try to soil their oats everywhere with anyone they can or whoever. And it's like overnight, like if they in a relationship, it was like overnight this person was just like, yeah, nah, I'm done, I'm over it, I'm not doing this no more. Like, we have nothing but bad memories. And I'm good, I'm gonna move on. I'm stressing out, I have headaches, can't sleep at night. I'm good. I'm heading out. And then this Don Juan, whoever been cheating, is just like, no, let's stay together. I'm sorry, let's stay together, right? And then this person's like, no, I'm over it. Get on my face. I'm done. Bye, right? And Now this Don Juan femme fatale, they out here crying. They got it bad, okay? Trying to call you um by any number they can. Like if they have their own number you're not answering in, they trying to get their friend to call you. If they fake number, fake text, all that if they can. And they were saying reminiscing, remember the times that y'all had. Um, like I said, with Libra is with the 21st of September is Libra, and Libra is a scale. So like when things are in balance, when things are good and stuff like that, and how things with this triggered now things went bad, things on the opposite end, things went south, why things went south, and now they know and or see that you're gonna be okay without them. You don't really need them. You're good. And with this Avengers, they might try to do the same, but the way they went about it was completely wrong. And now they say he's struggling and worrying and bad health because they expected you to come back to them and beg them and care for them and worship the ground that they walked on as if they were some king and stuff like that, or this queen. And with this anchor being let go and then like ship moving, birds flying, and like you moving on to better and calmer things. And now they just like, but you have the key to my heart. I have the key to your heart. Like what are we talking about? Where are you going? Like you can't leave. And it's like, nah, this person did nothing but bully you, humiliated you, make fun of you every chance that they got. And now they know what they're guilty of and want to apologize and make a confession and ask for your forgiveness. Because they knew what they was doing when they did it. They just didn't care. And his boy's man just popped in my head when he was just like, I knew he was going out, baby. But I just didn't care. You don't know how much you mean to me. Like, and it's just like, especially with this collaboration, like they working with people to try to get, like, for them to get this apology across, and it's just like, you wouldn't have to go this hard to do so much if you didn't fuck up so much, you know? If you didn't cause so much disruption and chaos. Because it seems like their back is turned to each other with the separation, but then this online community, like I said, they trying to. If they can text you, they will text you. If they can call, they will call. If they can find your Facebook, they will find Facebook. They whatever they could do, they will do it, right? And they're now seeing like it's like the more and more they do, the more frustrated either you get or they get, because they're really trying to come back in while you sleeping. That's why I was like, you stay stressing out and you sleeping peacefully. Like this man, this Don Juan, that was playing games and stuff like that, this player, is now losing sleep at night, stressing out over this person that they was stressing when they was in the relationship, and there was this person that they was bullying, and this person is sleeping peaceful and calm at night because they no longer have to deal with this. They no longer around this person, right? They discover their self-worth. They learn the lessons. They're grateful. They're happy that they got away from this person. They no longer being bullied and humiliated, gossip about, slandered, lied on, misused, mistreated, taken advantage of, strung on, controlled, restricted, being stalked and stuff, anything like that. And now she out here dating and meeting new people, connecting with new people after getting, out of this codependent, toxic ass relationship. Yeah. So that's part 1. Okay, so now we into part 2. So I have like the box deck, the Love Oracle with the like censuses, and then my reality TV deck to say like what they saying, what's going on. Um, but I'm gonna start off with the Mystic Martians to get like a theme, or like, even though we already see some similarities with the controlling, the codependency, um, the bully, the stress, stringing along, one night stands, dating, meeting new people to break up, apology, the guilt, stuff like that. Like we see a theme, we see stuff going on, we see a connection. So we have a siren reverse, and sirens, depending on which version that you heard, they could be good or bad. Okay, they use, like they said with the artists, they use their abilities to help people and or just help themselves. It all depends. And we have the Kabbalah, the tree of life, reversed, so not learning the lessons. Yeah, going or listening to people that misuse their powers and their gifts. And we have the gray is short. Yeah, they're gonna try to say like it was a misunderstanding when it wasn't. No, it wasn't a misunderstanding. They knew what they was doing when they was doing it. They was consciously aware of what they was doing. They just didn't give a fuck, and that's what they don't want to tell you. That they didn't give a fuck when they did what they did. Then we have the Galactic Confederation in reverse. Yeah, with this collaboration, there was a group of people and they didn't work together effectively to make a clear-cut, decisive decision in order to move something forward or to make something work like effectively or efficiently. Then we have crop circles with message, curiosity, and signs. Then we have E-bends with mystery, read between the lines, and intuition. Then we have Alpha Dractonians with corrupt, unethical, and cults. Yeah. Yeah. Then we have Arctrians with feeling safe, wisdom keeper, and concerns. And then we have Vista Pisa with divine feminine, birthing, and fertility. Okay. Because with the Draconians, right, even though it's about like corruption, it's also about their domination. We already have that control and possession and obsession, right? We also have, they're very greedy, hypocritical, deceptive. Psychic vampires already had that too. We have them being unethical, materialistic, and you know, just like I said before with the sirens, they just do stuff based on what's best for them and try to corrupt and break people or bend people to their will. And then with the I'm probably saying it wrong, but these little lovely creatures over here with the little in the little bubble with the wisdom keeper feeling self and concern is, you know, they're more prone to listening, right, and going about soul searching, very confident, a friend, a mentor, and very deep, have a very emotional intelligence, and they don't mind like mistakes, like trial and error. They don't mind that situation going on. They will learn as they go, but they won't try to corrupt or break anything, do anything unethical to like learn or move forward. They don't see or the need for that. And then the events, right, or the read between the lines. Is like you're using your discernment, using your intuition, right? Discriminating data that doesn't make any sense is very skeptical, and always asking questions. Like I said before, with this being a good listen, like you're picking up on the signs and the messages that other people are not picking up on. You're not just taking something at face value. That's that using your discernment, and going off a hunch that you felt and stuff like that. And that's what's keeping you safe from these people corrupting you and misusing you. And then the gray ones reverse, we have understood, empowered, speaking up, and building confidence and value. And then the sirens in reverse says disloyalty, repressing emotions, non-committed, concealing, and aloof and indifferent. Okay, and then we have the Galactic Federation in reverse, talking about being alone, isolated, loneliness, workplace conflict, and splits and division. So like I said before, like they're not learning the lesson. They can't work together, and they can't work together because they're not listening to each other. And there's a lot of hate and animosity for absolutely no reason, and trying to corrupt other people and to bend and listen to their will and dominate them. And it's just like, even if you have dominance over some person, you don't have their love, care, or respect. So just like, they might fear you, but when push comes to shove and you get overpowered, they're not going to be on your side. They're not going to stand with you. They're not going to support you or care for you in any way, shape, or form, because you didn't really care or support them. Right? So with crop circles, signs, omens, messages, texts. What I said, if they could text you, they will text you. But that's online. Like they can text you, they can text you in any way of communication they can get. They will get it. They will try to do it in any way, shape, or form that they can. And then we have the Kabbalah, the tree of life in reverse, but it's talking about stagnation, refusing to get it. Life has no meaning, procrastination, having no sense of purpose, and not learning life lessons. And that's why you're not growing and moving on and moving forward. Alright. And I'm going to use my phrase deck to see what phrases Spirit trying to say. But I also have like certain like characters and stuff like that in it too. So let's see. So we have, don't hang your hat where your hand can't reach. Then we have mental illness known but not medicated. Then we have, where there's smoke, there's fire. Then we have delusional. Lead you astray to set you up. They know what they was doing. They knew what was gonna happen. Then we have, okay, this is a Twitter quote. Okay, so it says, after 2 months of talking, I told this guy yesterday that I wasn't ready for a relationship, and he responded with, it's been great, hope you have a good one. And then he blocked me. No effort, no pressure, no pressure applied. I'm devastated. It was like, because this person wanted to be chased and wanted like this person to fight for them and stuff like that, and it's just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Like, great to know you move on to the next kind of thing. I'm trying to give an ultimatum and it backfired. We have an earth angel. Then we have physical abuse. And we have codependency. Okay, whoever was in, okay, the first people that was in a relationship, okay, um, or this person that was talking, or even if they wasn't in a relationship, they was in this talking phase, and they gave an ultimatum that was very delusional, right? But this is given to me an extreme ultimatum. It's like they gave an ultimatum that was very delusional to this earth angel and expected them to. They try to corrupt this earth angel as if they will just go with any, listen to any and everybody, which is why they can, even if they're trying to work with this earth angel and trying to corrupt them, get them to do unethical things, it wouldn't have worked out because it's an earth angel. It didn't say karmic, fallen angel, no nothing. It says earth angel. They of the light. They do the proper things. They go by the book kind of things. And they would be in delusional and try to, with this psychic vampire, just vampire in general, try to like take this earth angel's abilities, and if they couldn't, they got upset and physically abused them from time to time, and that's why they're guilty and want to apologize. And also, because the person that was in the guilt card that was stuck had the halo around their head, and I was like, oh, they could have just been pretending to be innocent. This person could have probably literally just been innocent, right? Because they used their intuition to read between the lines, and this person was gunning for them the whole time, and they knew that, which is why they were trying to put up this ring of this bubble of protection around them to keep themselves safe. And now we got codependent 3 times. That's another thing. And it was never gonna work out while they're trying to bully and humiliate this earth angel. It's like, spirit don't like that. Like, it's just, that's probably why they getting bothered and disturbed by the supernatural, because it's like, who the fuck? Nah. Right, so now we're gonna use a little spell to see what the supernatural is doing, what they did. Okay, so we have a love spell. Alright. Love spell. So, like, if your relationship wasn't on good terms or anything like that, they tried to get it back on good terms. Rather than learning and realizing that it's just best for y'all to break up. Then we have moon spell. So they could be doing this. Yeah, they did this on the new moon. Where the new moon is about, like, cause it's black, it's the dark moon, some of us call it. So it's like banishing, cleansing things out, getting rid of certain things. It was like they were trying to get rid of, like, the obstacles or this fighting or anybody else coming in contact with you and falling in love with you. They wanted to get rid of all that. They used a candle, I can tell you that much too. Some candles and some crystals under the new moon. And then we have an everyday spell. A travel talisman. That's it with that communication. However way they could communicate with you, they will communicate with you. If they can send you a text message, they can send you a text message. If it's telepathic communication, this person is doing it. They're trying to get everything in the day that they can do, right? Which is why they could be trying to do this love spell, but then it's like, if this person don't want to be with you and don't care for you and don't love you, don't have no romantic feelings for you, the more and more you do this love spell, the more and more this person will just end up hating you. So it's just like, you pick and choose your battles wisely. And then you can try to do this travel talisman and try to get telepathic communication with them. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work whatsoever. Um, which is why he could be having this headache, because this person keep trying to interrupt or like, or not even you, but if somebody doing spell work on you and it's not working, and out of nowhere you have a headache, is because it's like a brick wall, right? Your defenses, imagine it's like being a brick wall, and they are on the outside keep literally just banging it and just trying to like come in, and it's like it's not working, and it seems like they're not getting that it's not working, but they just keep trying, and, just, and it's hurting, like it's giving you a headache because it's like your defense is right, is doing what it's supposed to do, is protecting you, but it's like you are getting, you feeling the impact of them trying to like interrupt or like even penetrate, there we go, penetrate your energy field and poke at it or even pop the bubble, like you feel them touching it. And then we have an everyday spell and a moon spell. Okay. Spell in a cup. Be careful what you eat from somebody or drink from somebody. Right? Because this one said a spell in the cup and the other one says lucky seeds. Or like if somebody give you flowers, or people be like, oh, I made this in my own backyard, or da 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 da. Like I make my own food. Like be careful. Be careful. Might want to eat somewhere else. Might not want to eat from that person. But because with this, every night, every day, there's a moon out. So it's like with the new moon, they could be like like saving a specific spell, a specific thing for that. But like every day, every night, they doing something. Then we have a house spell with Saturday solitary. Yeah, you might want to cleanse the house, cleanse your space. You are this person either way. If you need to, you know that you need to. If you don't need to, you go. But if you feel like you need to, I would say start with the front door, top, and bottom. It would recommend cinnamon, cloves, dragon's blood, frankincense, and cypress. Get some sage. Well, if you get frankincense, you gotta throw the myrrh in there. But get some sage in there too. Yeah, clean the space. Because this person's trying to keep you in your house. Trying to keep you stuck. But that love spell, it's so that no one else falls in love with you. Nobody else sees you, interact with you, which is why they try to keep you in the house. You don't go out, nobody... If you're walking around and somebody comes up to you, nobody will have that chance because you're always in the house. And they feel like it gives them an opportunity for them to come back in. But like I said, if you already moved on from this person, you're doing better without them. The more and more they do this spell, the more and more you want to get away from them. And it's like you being in the house will be no problem with this introvert being here because you're good by yourself. And they plan to just continue to backfire in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's just... We have house spell. Yeah, but reclaiming your space. It just continue to backfire every time. It's like if you don't meet somebody else that's new, is like, alright, fine, you're cool with being by yourself. You're cool with being single and being alone. And so that codependency that they trying to have going on will be non-existent, null and void, because you know the harms of codependent relationships because you were in one and you healed that and renewed yourself and find your self-worth, and now doing better and want more healthier relationships and connections, which this person can only function in codependent relationships. So not only did you heal from this person healed codependent relationships, they're now aware of what was wrong, who was doing it, why they was doing it, and this person that's trying to make this codependent situation is now feeling guilty and sad and want to apologize. But like I said before, they don't know how, because they're guilty of whatever they did, and they know they did it. And even if they try to be delusional, try to say like, "Oh, I didn't know," da 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 da, like, you know that they knew what they was doing, and they knew what was happening and everything and stuff like that. So it's just like they try to play it dumb, throw the rock and hide the hand, and they can't hide it now. They can't hide it now. So we have Altar Spell. We have Sunrise Spell. Yeah, from nighttime to sunrise, they did some shit every day. Every day, if they did it every day to affect your love life, love of self, love of other people, coming to talk to you, meet you, all of it. They did this shit every day, every chance that they got. Love Spell. Marry, meet, attraction. You ever talking about somebody's shapeshift? No, man-shaped. Yeah. It's like even if they try to get somebody else, like I said, at some point with this person moved on, right? And was doing better. Let's say they did meet somebody, like the girl met somebody new, right? And was living her best life. This person got upset and then tried to rush into a relationship to make this person jealous or try to get their attention and try to find, pretty much trying to now make that person that they're in a relationship with just like the person that they pretty much hurt. And it's like, no, that's not gonna work. But with this altar, right, this altar spell, they could have statues, pictures of you, and all this stuff with candles. Yeah, they're doing a lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. That's why there's disturbances. Then we have house spells with blissful bed. Yeah, so if you can sleep before you was sleeping peacefully at night, or before this person was sleeping peacefully at night, it's because this person was doing all this spell work, and it's like now the shit's either backfiring or we're getting returned back to sender. Now they can't sleep at night and they stressing out, and you sleeping perfectly fine, peaceful, comfortable, and they just like, what is this? And it's just like, yeah, you reap what you sow. You wanted this person to be stressing out, crying, boo-hooing. No one loves them. And it's just like, well, they love themselves now. So here you go. Now it's time for you to like suffer the same thing you try to make this person suffer through. Let's see what they got to say. We have, the way I have treated you was wrong. And then we have, I can't take it anymore. Ooh, so I'm gonna go one of that, and then the reality, and then from the box, right? So with this, the way I treated you was wrong, right? We have, do you know who I owe my loyalty to? The people that I want to be loyal to. That's it. Yup. This person was not loyal to you, was never going to be loyal to you. I'm pretty sure they didn't even know what loyal means. Like, they don't even know what it means. And they're going to try to say it was, like I said before, they're going to try to say it was a misunderstanding. It was not a misunderstanding. They know what they was doing. They intentionally did what they did. And we have, don't allow anyone to make you angry because you help them hurt you. Yeah, like I said before, this person trying to make you jealous. Could have rushed in a relationship to trying to make you jealous, and that shit backfired. Because now they in a relationship that you don't even care. And you never cared. Right? A blessing in disguise. Like, you got away from this person, you never cared. You was like, alright, whatever you. Once you gone, you gone. Like, you didn't give a fuck. Once that door is closed, that door was closed. And they still watching, looking at you, trying to get your attention, and you just like, nah. They bullied you, and you got away from your bully, and they wanted like some Stockholm syndrome type shit to go on, and that's not what happened. And now they feelings hurt and they butt hurt because they actually did like you and care for you and wanted to be in a relationship with you, but like the way they went about it was completely toxic and disgusting, and they expected spirit to go along with it, like if that was for the greater good of all. And it's just like, no. Why would I ever put somebody in a relationship with somebody that's abusive and very toxic, manipulative, delusional for one, and very controlling and abusive? Like, you can't control your own emotions, you can't control yourself, but yet you want to control somebody else. Why would I have somebody in a relationship with you? It made no sense. Alright, so with the I can't take this anymore, we have, that's because you ain't shit. Yeah. Yeah, this person ain't shit. If you walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. This person ain't shit. Like, this person ain't shit. Thank you, Thunder. Thunder, see, the sky agreed. This ain't shit. Like, then we have longing. Yeah, now they want to apologize because they no longer with you. They separated and they want to talk about how much they love you, they miss you, they thinking about you, they care for you. But it's just like, nah, they did way too much shit. They did too much shit to now it's too hard for them to come back in. But they didn't think about coming back when they did all that shit. They just thought like, oh, she might get mad, we might not talk, because we have silent treatment here. Like, we might not talk for a little bit, but she ain't going nowhere. And it's just like, nah, like, you went somewhere. And now they just like, oh. And it's like, yep, now don't you look like a goddamn fool. I knew exactly what I was doing. What did I say? This person ain't shit. They ain't shit. They're gonna try to say it was a misunderstanding, but they knew exactly. They intentionally did that shit. You deserve better. You do. This character do. Everybody do. This person deserved to be alone. Okay? Heal themselves. So, then we have, it's funny to know you're gonna be my little bitch. Oh, wow. Yeah. They wanted you to chase after them. Now they the one chasing after you. My, how the tables have turned. Like, then we have refusal. Yeah. They refuse to just work with you, collaborate with you, get to know you, go with the flow. So they wanted control. And now come to find out they wanted you to chase them. You was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. You went about your business, healed from whatever they try to heal from, whatever they try to do to you, you heal from it. And now they hurt, devastated, out in the cold, led astray, in despair, stressing out, being haunted. But Spirit just like, it's only fair because you was trying to do that to everybody else. Or you try to do this to this person so it get done to you. Like Uno reverse. Then we have Footprints, Kalani, and Music. It's like, because in this song she was like, she left footprints in this, like, the sand to show like where she was going. And what I see like is, like the ocean like will come. It was like Spirit was like, yeah, nah, but we wiped that shit away. Like even if even if this person could have followed you, they wouldn't have been able to, because they didn't know where the fuck you went. Like that kind of thing. It's like once you left and closed that door, Spirit's like, bitch, we with you. Like wiped you off the map. With this introvert, like they cannot find you, no way, shape, or form. We have I cry at night. See, they stressing out. They stressing out. Crying at night. They lost the love of their life. Fucking around and playing games. Then we have you stay with trash and you eventually become trash. Yeah. They treated you like trash. They was gossiping, bullying you, embarrassing you, making you feel like you was less than nothing, you was unworthy. And so you left, went about your business, stood your ground. And now they feel like trash. They feel unworthy. They feel unlovable. And it's like how they made you feel, they're not feeling that way. And but the people that they collaborating with, these little, I want to say flying monkeys. That's what they called, okay? Look it up. The enablers, that's what they called. They're not telling them the full story. And that's why things aren't working out with this collaboration. They're not telling them the full story. And they're not putting two and two together. That's to realize why things not working out. Then we have Joshua 1926. I don't know that by my heart. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know who Joshua is. You know what he did. What he said. Then we have the relationship you have with yourself affects all the others. Yeah. This person treated you like trash. Now they left you alone. Main character, main female, developed that self-worth, self-love, self-care. Now she's sleeping peacefully at night, not stressing out about anything, living comfortably. And whoever did this to her is stressing the fuck out, crying herself to sleep, beating themselves up. And she just like, wow, this was a blessing in disguise. Like, I done dodged a bullet. You have drama. Yeah. The blessing in disguise dodges all sorts of drama. Then we have get your ass in line and shut your mouth up. Or shut your mouth. Get your ass in line and shut your mouth. So it's like either you're going to get with it, you're going to heal yourself to come out and tell the truth, be honest, speak the truth, or shut the fuck up, keep going about your business. And then we have revenge, cheating with your best friend / homie. Oh yeah, they did. See? And they just, if that was what the superstition and they just thought like you would never know, you would never find out, right? Or they've been cheating forever and a day and they just thought like, oh, like this is just another person, like everything be all fine and dandy. It's like, yeah, nah, they done crossed the line that they can never come back from. Then we have, you are not for everyone, and that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't get in line. They couldn't go with what you wanted. Y'all wasn't resonating with each other. You was like, all right, I'm going to go about my business. Enjoy your day, sir. And now they stressing out. We have, if I can go back in time, I will handle us differently. What did I say? What did he say? Like, he will go back and do it differently. Then we have, well, what you said was some bullshit. Yeah. The video popped in my head again. What did he say? Like, said some bullshit. That's what he said. Because he knew exactly what the fuck they was doing when they did it. They didn't give a fuck. Then we have secrets, illusions. Yeah. They had you under an illusion and they trying to keep this a secret as long as they could. Wasn't gonna tell you in no way, shape, or form. Yeah, player. They wanted to be a play. They wanted to play these streets And now they don't want to be a player no more. Now they want to say, I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. Like, nah, Sway. Yeah, don't put up with my bullshit. Don't do it. Let me tell you, don't do it. Then we have I am what matters. Yeah. They only care about them. They don't care about you. They just want themselves to be happy. See, look at that face. They even if they tell you the truth, it's like half of the truth. It's the little squiggly face. I'm like, yeah, nothing but bullshit. Don't put up with this, sis. Are you surrounded by the drama, surrounded by bullshit? Like, save yourself. Save yourself. We have, will you leave me like the others? And then we have, you have triggered me. You even have triggered here. If they were sitting here cheating with your sister, I don't know why that popped in my head, but with your best friend, and they just thought like that wasn't gonna piss you off in some way, shape, or form, like that's not a whole new level of betrayal. It's like what my guy, like I don't know what type of cold robot they thought you were. Like this was gonna be okay, it wasn't gonna bother you, no nothing. It's like no. Like this person's delusional, like very delusional, very delusional. And then we have, you like it like that? Like, you like your relationships like that, man? Nobody do. Now let me tell you, nobody do. Because that is not a relationship. You gotta get out of that. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's not a relationship. That's a mind fuck right there. That's not even, well, I did say cuckold like earlier. That popped in my head. That's not even, that's not even cuckolding. That's winging. I feel like, and then that's I don't know, man. Then I have karmic debt that I need to pay before I could come to you. Yeah, cause spirit. Like I said, spirit just like nope. Like spirit's like nope. Like we let's focus on you first before you focus on anybody else. Then we have flirting. Yeah. Then we have, it's all too much. Yeah, Spirit's is like you, let's focus on you first. Let's clear up this karmic debt before you try to go back to this person. Then we have, I heard that you guys are mad at me, but I didn't do anything, so I'm mad at you for being mad at me for no reason. So I tried talking to me. I'm mad. Pissed. That was Paulie D. Right, so it's like now they mad at you. They did all this shit. And now they mad at you. As if you did some shit to them. And it's just like, you was the innocent fucking bystander. You the innocent party out of all this. You was the fucking earth angel. You didn't do nothing. You was just there. Trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why shit ain't working out. Why 2 + 2 magically equals 65. And it's just like, it's because they doing fuck shit. Nothing was ever gonna add up around these people. Right, we're Lion Kings. Nothing was, they was sitting here blaming, they done blame Simba for some shit he didn't even do. Like, but it was all a setup, it was all a trick. And they mad that it's backfired and didn't go, like, let's say Scar, right? Scar got Mufasa. Well, Scar got Simba to do whatever he wanted to do, right? Mufasa got there, but rather than Mufasa dying, Mufasa and Simba was both saved, and now Scar mad because that's not how the plan was supposed to go, and taking it out on Simba and doing all this fuck shit to Simba, and it's just like, bro, you said go to the canyon. I wasn't supposed to go to the canyon anyways, and I went there. You mad that I survived it and my dad's helped me? It's your brother, like that kind of thing. Like it's all. And now it's like you find out it was all a setup. They was purposely doing this, and what was supposed to happen. And it's like now you mad at them, and they find it funny that you like now you're mad at them, you cutting them out, and they trying to come back in. And it's just like no, it was just a joke. I didn't mean it. Da 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 da. And it's just like, nah, you meant that shit because you knew what you was doing, right? And then we have blessings, winter, and snowy. Snowy winter. This person could have done all this, but that's September. You know, technically that's the fall, but leading into like the wintry months, person was doing a lot of shit. Okay, a lot of shit. So now we're gonna get into the tarot. So we have the Five of Swords. So how I'm doing the tarot, I'm gonna do the regular. I'm gonna do the regular first, and then I'm gonna do like the romance, and then the light and the wild unknown tarot. But I need to find a place I can put all this. These over here, the little messages. Oh, I gotta keep this near me so I can remember to look it up. like I said, I know who Joshua is. I know what he did. I know his purpose that he served. What he said, I don't know. And I know it keeps coming out, so I probably should know about her, but I don't, okay? But I don't, okay? There's a lot of things in the Bible. Sometimes you gotta know the person's storyline, and then know what they say, that's a lot, okay? So we have the Five of Swords, with being short-sighted, with the impulsiveness, you know, being impulsive and being, like, short-sighted, like, not thinking things clearly or seeing things from a whole perspective. And it's like you walking away from something or walking away from this fight, but you looking back like as if, or they looking back as if like, oh, it's not over or stuff like that. And like I said before, spirits out here washing up the footprints that's being left. Like, it's over, okay? You're not gonna find this person, so you're deaf. Like, it's a change and a renewal that's about to come and about to happen. You're not about to find this person ever again. This person worked on themselves. Now it's time for you to work on yourself. And the more this person work on the main female already worked on themselves and already on a new little path, a new way of life, a new way of thinking, way of being. And this person trying to bring them back in and like with this karmic debt and stuff like that. And then it's just like, no, time for you to work on yourself, heal yourself, right? And then maybe you can get in contact or come back in and reach out to this person. But it's like probably even not, because y'all was karmics, right? That time period is over and done with. And we have the Page of Swords, like being on alert, being on guard. This abuse, all this other stuff that's done with. It's over. Right? And then we have the King of Wands. Yeah. That's that passion, trying to do things for sexual gain. Being aloof to shit. Then we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, very harsh, brutal ending. Then we have something that was very unexpected. Yeah. Yeah, shock and unexpected change. Yeah. This ending, they ain't. And then the Wheel of Fortune changed. Like, they always thought that shit was going to play out in their favor. You was always going to be there. You was never going to leave. All that shit was going to be okay. It was going to be all fine. Their actions was never going to, like, catch up to them. And Spirit is like, that's cute. That's cute. Right? Because the Page of Swords, when you look at it, like, he's pretty much... There's a major arcana, and then the King of Wands is pretty much looking in that direction, and the major arcana is looking directly at like this page of cards. So it's like it's pretty much stuck and surrounded. So whereas they wanted you to, then we had that, they wanted you to be surrounded by drama and their bullshit, but they didn't know that Spirit was actually working with you with this Earth Angel. Spirit was actually on your side, not their side, and that's what this brutal ending is about. They thought everything's gonna work out in their favor. like I said before, nothing was gonna happen to them. No, nobody would be the wiser. They can keep their secrets, and spirits like, yeah, nah, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. There you have the Page of Cups. Now they want to come in and apologize. Now they feelings hurt, or they just hurt in general. Right? And then we have the Two of Wands. Because you now moving on and saying your intention of moving forward without them. And they're just like, no, let's stay together. Like, I promise you I won't do it again. I promise you I won't do it again. And like, I'm sorry. Like, I know I said I'm sorry before, like, many times. Like, now I'm actually sorry. Like, I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it again. Like, don't leave. And he's like, you putting this all behind you. Like, nah, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not putting up with this. I'm out. And you have the Ace of Wands. No, yeah, the Ace of Wands. You saying those attentions and, like, taking actions on them. Because that one that's behind you is this bullshit of the past. That you was always on alert and always on guard. You putting that to an end and changing things around. And where they, like I said before, they thought you was just going to be struggling, boo-hooing, stressing out, crying over them and chasing them, coming back to them. Or even just come back to them. You learned your self-worth, you discovered yourself and changed and started to have faith in, like, spirit, the divine. It stopped putting up with their bullshit and left them behind. And like I said before, they try to jump in a relationship to make you jealous, and it's like, they still just backfired on them because you're still not going to accept them or take them back because you're not going to take somebody or talk to somebody in a relationship. It's like, they didn't think it through. They didn't think it through. And that's why you, like, continue to move on and move forward, because they're just childish and immature way of thinking and going about things. Right? Then we have nothing that is for you will require you to act out of character to get it. Nothing. Yeah. This person wanted you to beg them, chase them, but allow them to belittle you, make fun of you, allow other people to do it too because it's their friends. They didn't mean nothing by it, and it's just like, nah, it's jealousy and envy. Yeah, create negative energy. They were just, yeah. Psychic and energy vampires is what they was doing, trying to get a codependent relationship with you or develop a codependent relationship with you. If you had high self-esteem, they wanted you to have low self-esteem. So you attach to them, you always go to them for reassurance and clarity. Alright, so now we get into the romance tarot. So we have the Four Cups. So this you have refusal before. Like, either you refusing to date them, you refuse to take their help, listen to what they're saying, or they take their new romantic little love off, a little love gesture, right? Because it's Seven of Swords, because it's sneaky and deceptive. Sneaky and deceptive. And then we have the Two of Swords. Probably was a very difficult and hard decision that you had to make, but it's like your heart had enough and your head had enough of dealing with the stress and the bullshit that this person was putting you up with. Like, they was both on one accord. It's like, yeah, nah, we can't keep doing this shit. We gotta get out of it. And it's like, where we had the stalemate before and the stagnation, not learning those energies, like you realize you can't keep your life on hold or on pause for somebody for but so long. See, we have the sun. Things are now being illuminated. The lights, secrets coming out. And then with the Earth Angel, right? There's an angel on the Wheel of Fortune. So it's just like, a lot of people don't realize, like, not saying that certain, like, things go go well for certain people because of for one who they are. Yes, if they're an earth angel, of course they be able to do certain things that you're not able to do, and that doesn't mean like they out here abusing their energy, abusing their power and stuff like that. Like, no, they have a purpose that they're here to do, which is why certain things go in their favor because they're living in that purpose, they're doing that purpose. Now they're now some people, their purpose is just to hate and troll. That's just who they are. You know, that's who they are. And it's just like you gotta know who is who, what is what, and who's pretending to be somebody that they're not, kind of thing. And with the sun here, that's all being illuminated, so people can actually be happy and see clearly. And this new beginning with this phoenix, right, and this growth and this change of mind, is from a clear and pure perspective. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Like, you took your time out on with this meeting somebody new, dating people. Like, you take your time, get to know each other, to feel stable and solid and grounded. You're not just rushing or jumping into relationships like you did before in the past. Then we have the Eight of Swords, because like you know that like the trap or the but this leading astray in the setup is like, even though you were slow to the trap, slow to realize what was happening, slow to the deception, slow to the lies, it's like once you was able to see it, it's like you dodged it and got out of the way. Probably procrastinated, okay? Procrastinated, but you got out of the way. Right, then we have the Queen of Wands. And you sitting here looking back, reminiscing like, damn. Because now you have all these options where you were sitting here stressing out, stuck with this person, thinking that you had no other option. It's just like, nah, people actually want you. You're actually pretty. You have options out here. It's just this person was leading you to believe like you didn't have any options, and you believed them and took them at face value because you pretty much allowed them to have control or believe in whatever they said, even though it was fake or false. We have the Eight of Wands, right? Now you're out here moving on, moving forward, mixing and mingling, meeting new people. But I saw the Eight of Wands. I looked on this keys on the ring. It's like, you don't string nobody along. Like, say what you want, say your intentions. If they with it, they with it. If they not with it, they not with it. Okay? Don't lie or corrupt somebody to get what you want just because you don't want to feel rejected. Then we have the Two of Cups. So this friendship or this connection, this partnership where you thought you saw eye to eye in, was really them taking a fast impulsive action to like set this whole trick up, something very sneaky and deceptive. Like put you at this whole stalemate so you can make this very hard, difficult decision, but like now things are being seen clearly. Probably took you a while to see it clearly. Like I said, with this Knight of Pentacles being in the middle, probably took you a while to see it clearly, but you saw it and you got there. Okay, and it's like once you got there, and you put this to a like cause the ending, or put this to let it come to an end, and now they sitting here stressing out, worried because they can't get back in no way, shape, or form. Then we have, well, aren't you just a ray of pitch black? Yeah, what I said, some people are just meant to be haters. This person just seemed to be they're just a bully. This is what they want to do in life. They feel like that's their purpose, to be a bully. And Spirit just like, okay, alright. Or be a player. And you just like, see, my phone just went off when I said be a player. Like, yeah, they feel like they're purpose is to be a player, to soil their oats and stuff like that. And they just want you to go along with it and go and agree with what they're doing. But you can't do what they're doing, but they can do what they're doing with no problem. And it's like, no, that's not what's happening here. And it's like they will pretend to be whoever they gotta be. Because now I'm looking at the bookends. Like they pretend whoever they gotta be, put on the mask and stuff like that to try to get the person into bed with them. This female fertile and this Don Juan. It's all about power, money, and feeling wanted. Then we have make an investment. And then we have meddling. Yeah. The spells, it's supposed to meddle in your love life. So you be stuck, move on and stuff like that. Meanwhile, they out here doing everything they could. And it's like you're slowly working on yourself, building on yourself, healing your heart, healing your emotions, and they continue to be a player and expecting you to come rushing and running in and giving them the time of day, and you just like, you was the least of my concerns, no my worries, right? And then we have the 10 of Wands, not a burden, right? Because you're independent and self-efficient. Whatever you was working on, that you was slowly working on, you're now like stable, sufficient, content with what you have, and content with working for yourself and by yourself to move, to get everything that you want to have and stuff like that. Because with this date and meeting new people, like I said before, because the Seven of Pentacles is all about like planting the seeds and like taking the time out, right? And the Nine of Pentacles, before that, she was the Seven of Pentacles. She was this person planting those seeds, caring for and tending to the gardens and stuff like that. And now she's reaping the rewards and reaping the benefits, and she's content with that. And then continue to working because she's the Nine of Pentacles is like minor arcana Empress, so it's like you're working on becoming full-blown Empress to be balancing yourself out. So it's like you are real close to becoming the Queen of Pentacles, pretty much. And then like once you become the Queen of Pentacles, what's stopping you from becoming the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Cups or the Queen of this or the Queen of that and becoming the full-blown Empress? It's like you become more stable and balanced within your energy and your space. Because like with the Queen of Pentacles, she is self-sufficient, self-reliant, she is independent, she can take care of herself, she can take care of her kids, provide for herself, but she still wants to be married and connect with somebody and to find that person that wants the same things as her and stuff like that. And it's not a lie, y'all generally see eye to eye and want the same thing. Right, then we have the 8. Is this the 8 or the 7? 7. 7 of Pentacles. Which I was just talking about. Right? See, now we have the Page of Pentacles because you're learning those lessons and you applying those lessons and you planting those seeds and working on them, tending to them. So you can be independent and be by yourself and stand by yourself and defend yourself. See, the Fool. You can take that leap of faith in the right direction. The World. Closing out this cycle. But even with the Fool being here and then it's the World, is like you taking a new leap of faith into this new cycle. And it's like if you weren't ready, then you just get bumped back to the Fool on the same cycle. Pretty much. It's like a Mario game. Right? If you finish the whole level, you move on to the next level. If you didn't, you just start right back over from wherever from the beginning. And we have the Father of Cups. Yeah. You're starting to realize that you can have love, care, and compassion, but giving it out all willy nilly, like how a kid will do it, like thinking everybody is his friend, everybody is telling them the truth. Like you're learning that you have to like be careful who you speak your truth with, who you open up to. You're moderating it, and even you're doing the same thing with your time and stuff like that, right? Because people could be lying to you. That Seven of Swords, and then it's the Father of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Those people that's trying to lie and say that they love you to pretty much get into your good graces or even just get to your money. It's like you closing out those cycles and you trust in spirit that they are working with you to cut out these people. So you can find those people that you actually see eye to eye with. See, bully 3 times. Get this bully out your life, because this person is trying to say that they love you. This bully is trying to say that they love you when they actually a bully. It's like the Joker and Harley Quinn. Now the Joker, does he care for Harley Quinn? Yes. Does he love Harley Quinn? Maybe a little bit from time to time. It's questionable. But does Harley Quinn love the Joker? Yes. Yes. We know this. But he has his own problems that he's not all the way there on, fully healed from. And it's like they trying to take that out on you or take it out on this person for them to fix it. And it's like it's not their job to fix it, because for one, they wasn't there, they didn't know what happened, they don't know what happened, and it's all just like a trap, a trick, a lie, illusion to stop this person from moving on and moving forward. Then we have naive. Yeah. All this pages out. This person thought you was naive, which is why they thought they would be able to do this. You won't care, or they will get away with it. And it's like you're starting to see the burdens and the risk that continue to give to this person, that you lose, the more like you give to the person, the more that you like take care of the person and be around this person, you lose more and more of yourself and your independence. And I say, like in the beginning, you was like a believer of love. Like you slowly stop believing in that, feeling like love is, or a relationship is not necessary. It's like a work, it's a chore, a bother, and it's because you was in a karmic cycle. Like I said before, with the karmic debt, like now they have to pay. It's in a karmic cycle, and because you had a karmic lesson that you needed to learn with the Page of Pentacles being here, that the risk of unhealthy relationships and the benefits of healthy relationships pretty much is a lesson, and why you shouldn't just be very impulsive and rush into things or take things at face value, why you should ask questions and listen to what people are saying, or even like pay attention to their body language and their, might be hard to like listen to the things that they're not saying, kind of thing. And we have stuck. Yeah. Because the Two of Swords is all about a stalemate, and then the Eight of Swords is a trap. Imprisonment. They want you to be stuck at this crossroads, not able to make a decision. to procrastinate as long as you could so they can continue doing whatever they was doing. So with this setting the attention, they thought that you would take forever to set that attention. They didn't expect you to like be like, yeah. Right, because the Seven of Swords, this person is, and both of them, they sitting here watching, but it's just like with one eye. Like they had an eye on you, and you have an eye on them, and you know that they was watching you, but you like watching them to like be on guard to make sure they don't do. But this physically abusive, like they don't try to hurt you, or you're not really paying attention, like some type of sneak attack. But rather than them trying to like actually like verbally or not verbally, physically hit you, they sitting here talking shit. They sitting here talking shit. There we have. So now we're using the story deck with the Ten of Wands, right? With defensive. They in a problem, in a little pickle. They trying to interrogate. They're drinking. They stressed. They burdened, trying to trap somebody, and they in a bind. Like a little shakedown. Cause you have a little. They have. I keep saying a little, but you have his knife out, trying to look intimidating and stuff like that. But it's all a lie. They're not this intimidating, tough person whatsoever. Might be a drunk, but not this intimidating, tough person that you think they are. Right? We have auto writing, writing without conscious thoughts. So if you was writing and you look away and you still continue writing, auto writing. Or if you was writing and meditating and he was like, what popped in my head was like Aang in his avatar state, and if he was writing that, like that's kind of thing. Then we have a Scorpio, right? So with these, it could be like a person, or it could just be like the energy of what's going on. Is like a Scorpio, very strong, positive Scorpio, very strong-willed, resourceful, brave, loyal, and authoritative. Also, if there's any lies, secrets, or deception, they gonna get to that shit. Let me tell you. They gonna get to that shit. Right? And then we have Siren with challenge. So be careful what you like, who you listening to. Already said that. Like whoever's gossiping, talking shit, the lies and stuff like that. And it's like whoever's around them, whoever they can get to, whoever has their ears, they will tell them what they like. Well, sirens, they normally sing, but it could be saying a word, a phrase, whatever it is, and it's draining. With the vampire, it's draining their life force, draining their psychic abilities, whatever it is. It's draining the people, and that's what's causing this challenge. You have this siren, this untrustworthy person around you, and this is the ones that's bullying you. And then that's the reason why they don't want you to be aware of this, is because then they will no longer have control over you, and well, then they might try to kill you, because that's what the Finks the Finks do when you ask the riddle, right, and you answer it incorrect, to kill you right after. So either way, you listen to the song, you follow them, you play with fire, you will get burnt. Okay, where there's smoke, there's fire. Like I can't make like. There's no nice way of putting it. Okay, it's like you fucking with a siren. An unloyal siren, okay? And it's just like this, okay, I done, like it's, get away. Alright, so you have a good high priestess, right? A good witch, a good wizard, a good sorceress, a good illuminist, a good alchemist, and could but this person is creating illusions. This earth angels can do it better. Or it has contacts or connections that can do it way better. Yeah. Guys, this good high priestess is actually like an empress. A very humble, stable empress that have no problem fighting. Right? But she doesn't fight unless she needs to or have to. But she speaks the truth. She's very humbled for everything she got, very grounded, very caring and kind, very calm, resourceful, brave, loyal, and ambitious. Then we have gossip, slander, drama, scapegoat. Yeah, we have a witch hunt, a bitch hunt from Big Mouth. We have tension, obstacles. Yeah, they try to gossip about you, lie about you, so people can pretty much like condemn you to death. But somebody's actually defending you and seeing through all of this. Like I said, it could be the Scorpio, but the Scorpio could be like, you said this, and this the other day. But now today you saying that they did this. Like, which one is it? And it's like, it's two completely different stories that it can never add up and go together. Right? Eighth, center field. Like, now they front and center. Now they front and center. And now they stuck and can't move on and move forward because that karmic debt now, like, this karmic justice about to come in and be like, all the truth is, like, all that lies and slander, everything they trying to keep secret, be done in the dark, all that's coming out, coming to the truth. They wanted everybody to fear them and be intimidated by them, but they're the one that's in the bind. They wanted you to be in the bind, but they ain't the one in the bind, and they try to make it seem like you walked away and just left them like stuck, stranded, but it's like they did that to you, which is why they can't get in contact with you. They left you out in the cold first and expected you to stay there and be there when they come back. And it's like, now you're not there. They have no way of knowing where you are. It's just like, well, if you never abandoned them in the first fucking place, they wouldn't know where they was. And it's like, so why did you leave? And it's like, now they have to admit why they left, why I felt out, why this happened, why that happened. And they just like, they don't want to do that because that's the whole challenge. This person is unloyal. They don't want other people to know that they don't have no type of loyalty. They'd rather other people be convinced that whoever walked out their life was the unloyal party, not them. Right? So we have 4 with support, protection, foundation. Right? Hard work, payoff, happy with choices, moving on, moving forward, progress, and momentum. Like, things are picking up. Things picking up speed. Like, yeah. But also with the 4, then 8, it's like whatever this setup of this trap was, is now getting cut in half. It's not working. That's what's picking up momentum and picking up speed. That their plan just continued to backfire rapidly. And then we have tunnel, right? So if this person had tunnel vision, they were just so focused on you, they didn't focus on anything else. They don't see what was going on, everything else that was falling apart around them. Because they're so focusing on you. Then we have, I feel like my life is a series of unrelated wacky adventures. And they never learned from it. Never learned. They will continue to repeat the same mistakes again and again and again. And that's why now they have this karmic debt that they have to learn, and they won't learn it, they won't pay it. You continue to move on and move forward. Alright, and we have M. So a person name could start with an M, or like how they handle or managed this connection or the people involved. right? Now everything being in like front and center, right? You see, like if they was meant to protect you, not everybody's seeing like how they didn't protect you, how they didn't support you, and that's why you moving on and moving forward. Right, and we have the King of Cups, who's very artistic, romantic, stays clear of drama, listens, diplomatic, genuine, and understanding. Or it could even be like a mentor. Yeah, and we have the Queen of Swords, who is logical, open-minded, rational, focused, intelligent, honest, independent, self-sufficient, loyal, strong, and funny. Yeah. It's that Empress that can go in her masculine and feminine energy that can go back and forth. That High Priestess that can go back and forth. That that's that management that can like manage both masculine and feminine, right? And can care and support herself and protect himself. Right? This person need to get like a team or a group or community. This person doing it all by themselves. Right? Now this person in the like I said, they in a relationship with somebody they don't care. Look at that man. Do he look like he want to be there? No, but look at her. She's like, oh, come on, honey, we taking a picture. Like they don't see or is like or aware of the fact that I don't think they know that this they just be stringing this another new person along and they don't see like why they like this person ain't shit. Like I said, they're not seeing why their life keeps turning out to be fucked up. It's because they keep doing fucked up ass shit. We don't think things through. Then we have you with university, universal, or this could literally just be you, right? With upper, ultra, update, use, unit, Sunday. We did have Saturday, so it could be Saturday, Sunday. This person doing way too much shit. They keep doing some shit every day. You need to stop that shit. Let me tell you. See what I said? I said they could be. I was like, they're not intimidating or anything like that. I was like, but they could be a drunk. They are a drunk. They are a drunk. They drunk, intoxicated, a drinker, worried, hammered, smashed, wasted, blasted, burying away their feelings. Yeah. Yeah. You're trying to drink away their pain. And it's like, we know you hurting. We know you hurting, big guy. So then we have W. Then we have E with end, energy, email. We have email twice. With East, everyone. Oh shit, drop the card. Establish, edge, error, explore, ecstasy, enlist, even. And then we have, yeah, they trying to research, plan, strategize, track you, and they can't. Spirits like that's with that footprint. So if you listen to it, right? She literally said like she left a footprint like in the sand so they can follow. They know where to go. And I'm telling you, spirits is like, yeah, we wash that shit away every time. They cannot follow you. They cannot go where you're going. They cannot. The cycle is ended. They cannot go like. They can try to track you all they want. Now at that point, it'll just be obsession. They just be watching you and stalking you, and at that point, it's just like it doesn't make no sense. And we have a text buddy. Right, probably started off y'all was texting, then y'all got in a relationship, or they might try to text you out of nowhere, be like, "Hey, big head," and like try to be like a text buddy or trying to be a friend or some shit like that. But that's not gonna work out. That's not. up east could be like somebody from the, well, we have W, who could be the west and the east. So it's like y'all are completely different ends. Yeah, what do you mean by Justin Bieber? Yeah, they say one thing and then they actually mean the other. Like, yeah, they all over the place. Okay, so I already explained the fours and the 8 and the 4, but 84 together means being 4 more than 80 though, but it's cardinal as well. It's a cardinal number. So, but like I said, it could, like, it went from 8, then it went to 4. Like, that's half of what's going on. So it's like things are decreasing. Or did we have divide earlier? Yeah. It's like if y'all was together, now y'all separating and dividing or like splitting up. So things are getting cut in half. And I'm gonna look for MUWE. Let's see if that's a thing. Nope. So let's try MU. And then I'm gonna do WE by itself. Oh, mu, which is, that's statistics. I can tell you that much. Oh, it's also a Greek letter, but it's also used in statistics. So we have Marshall University, Miss U, Memorial Union, excuse me, Madonna University, Miami University, Manchester United, excuse me, for the soccer fans. I apologize. Then we have Omen, Makeup, Mother Union. We do have that mature woman. Magician, Meaningful Use, Matchup, Marvel University, or Marvel Universe, Mock-Up, Memory Unit, Most Unusual. Then WE is we, as we know. But we have Wednesday, World Education, Woman Woman Entertainment. Wow. West Europe. That would have never popped in my head. West and East popped in my head, but West Europe never would have popped in my head. I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever. Weather. Whenever. Weekend. Welfare. Winning 11. That's a game term. And this person was a player, so they probably would have thought everything was a game to them. But the center field, that's baseball, so they're just trying to, like I said, they're trying to play the field, be out in here in these streets as much as they can. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of it. So now we're gonna look. Oh, I forgot about this. Joshua. Hold on, Joshua 19. And then I'm gonna get into like what stories are similar to it or what movie is similar to it. And then if you resonated with it, what parts you could take away and apply it to your own life. Joshua 19:26. Was on the west boundaries touched. Oh yeah, we have, yeah, y'all, like I said before, y'all completely different ends. You on the west, this person could be on the east. Oh, yeah. Miami is technically Florida is on the east side. Y'all completely different sides, completely different ends. Y'all may never meet again. But with this universal, like, y'all completely two different ends. Y'all, like I said, y'all paths may never cross again. So this cycle is closed. Or with this ending pattern, separation and stuff like that, if it's a karmic cycle and you healed and stopped that pattern, y'all will not. There's no reason for y'all to ever meet again. You might, they might be a test because you triggered me and stuff like that. They might be a test, right? But it's up to you to like learn and heal and realize like, alright, I still got some more work I need to do on myself. I can't be lashing out on certain people and stuff like that when this be happening. So we have Pride and Prejudice. It's a book, it's a movie. Go watch it. It's not. But the whole thing, you know, if you watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody when she was like, it's all fair in love and war or something like that. This person did a lot of shit, okay? And even in like Pride and Prejudice, like Mr. I'm gonna say Mr. D, because I'm pretty sure I don't forgot his whole name. And he wasn't really playing, but he know like, and it was like the Duke with Bridgerton. Like he knew like people wanted him for money and things like that, and he didn't care for it. He didn't want it, okay? But the only difference is where the Duke, when he met Daphne, he stopped soiling his oats, stopped fucking around and stuff like that, and was just hooked, right? Stuck on her. This person is stuck on you, but still soiling and like fucking anybody that walks or give them the time of day, because they feel like they need it. They need to be complimented. They need to feel wanted, and all this other shit. Right, then we have Explained. It's on Netflix. It's a documentary. They have different kinds. They have Explained. They have Explained the Mind, Explained Sex. Now they have Explained Money. It's like a 30-minute documentary. Then we have Too Hot to Handle. Yeah. 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 It's like they can't focus if they're not wanted. Somebody's not sleeping with them. Somebody's not chasing with them. They feel like something's wrong with them. They're not hot enough. They're not cute enough. And then it's like, even if there's money on the line for them not to sleep with anybody, not to touch anybody, they would still fuck it up. Then we have the Iliad. It's a book. Caused the whole Trojan War. Like, yeah, they doing a lot of shit, man. They trying to... So, with this dating, let's say, like, you broke up with this person, you moved on, you meeting somebody new, and stuff like that. Right? You're seen to be this Helena of Troy, like this Queen Wands. You're seen to be Helena, this pretty, beautiful person that knows a lot of information, very intelligent, is more than just outer beauty. Like, you have inner beauty as well. You book smarts, like intelligent and stuff like that, and they head over heels and kidnapped you. And then this new person just like, you're not doing this. Give me back my person. Like, give me back my person. And they just like, no, she was my person first. And they just like, all right, and you fumbled it, okay? Like, another man's trash is one man's treasure. Like, you treated her like trash. Now I'm treating her like the beautiful diamond that she is. Give her back. Like, and they're just like, well, I didn't mean to treat her like trash. And it's just like, but you did. So, like, give it back. Like, that kind of thing. It's like, now they like let you out, throw you away to dry. Like, now they see that somebody else, what they doing with you and stuff that you're doing is like, oh, well, I knew I left it outside and said I was gonna throw it away, but I didn't mean it. Thank you for like taking care of it and like doing all this stuff for it. And it's just like, yeah, nah, finder's fee, it's mine now. And then they try to still take it. Then we have I Know Why the Cage Bird Sing. Yeah, they try to keep you stuck. cage control you and just like, yeah, no, you understand how a bird could like become depressed. Then we have F is for family. So if you was wondering if you stay with this person, what will happen? Look, watch F is for family. Just watch it. I reckon it's a good show. Watch it. Just watch it. Then we have the mask. Yeah, this person pretending to be somebody that they're not. We have Sherlock. Yeah. Now you have to be a whole detective. That's what the high priestess is here for. That fortune, she's the one that actually tell you what's going on. So you can fight for yourself. Then for you to remember who you are. And defend yourself from this person that's trying to scapegoat you and take from you, get you in a if it is codependency, they would probably, with this to death, they would literally end up will want you to marry him and stuff like that, and you know, to death do us part. They would take that shit literally, like you will not be able to divorce them or leave them or anything like that. And it's just like, no, they would have been doing mad shit with the Truman Show. They were saying watching you, stalking you, mad shit, mad shit. And we are at the bottom of the deck, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Yeah. Yeah, the person ain't been, yeah. Ben said they need a therapy. I've been said they need a therapy. Right. So let's see. Okay, hold on, because a card fell on the floor and I don't see where it went. Okay. So we're gonna look at we're gonna look at the questions, and then I'm gonna use the heal yourself, animal spirit, and then the wisdom of oracles. But then pretty much say the affirmations, then pretty much wrap it up. Right. So this is part 3, for the part that resonated with you. If this resonated with you, want to see what you can do to, you know, not end up in the same predicament as this person, or you be out here being stalked and watched by somebody. Okay. So we have, in this moment, what are the 4 things you are grateful for? Right, we had grateful earlier. Then we have, what are the things that make you happy? Draw a picture in your journal or something that makes you happy. Then we have, what does being enough means to you? What are some reminders I can give myself when I start feeling inadequate? Well, I know I started off and I said to you, but then I started reading off what the card said. But the card said, what does being enough means to me? So what does it mean to you? Not you get it. Then we have, what am I in control of in this moment? If I can do anything, what would it be? See, that's why that caged bird is singing, because this person, you feel caged under somebody else's possession. You don't feel like you have control over your own self or even your own life. And this person, like I said before, don't know how to control them damn selves. So I don't know why they're trying to control somebody else. But to each his own, man. To each his own. Well, they trying to get control of you to lead you astray and lead you into the trap that you don't really, you just be blindsided by. You don't really see it coming. That's very unexpected. And then you just stuck with dealing and suffering with the consequences, even though they already know what's going to happen. But they trying to play dumb as if they don't know, but they know what they're doing. We literally had that earlier. Like, they know what they're doing. Whatever they get, like, with this guilt, that's why guilt came out twice, because they're guilty of it. They know what they did. They intentionally, consciously did that shit. Alright, now we have, what would the highest version of myself be doing this year? What does the highest version of myself look like? Then we have, what fears are At the heart of my negative thoughts, how can I redirect my energy to positive thinking? And then we have, what is something or someone that's draining my energy right now? See that damn vampires. And the vampires, the flying monkeys, people that's enabling them, all of them, the whole fucking group, the whole shebang. Okay? Like, just get rid of all of them. And then we have, who do I need to spend less time with? With those introverts, then they be wondering why we have introverts. It's because these weird ass people like this. This is why we don't like people. Like, yo. Then we have, why do I compare myself to others? How can I cope with my insecurities? How do I stop comparing myself to others? Because this person is a whole ass weirdo. Well, they just said mental illness, known but not medicated. So just like, funny enough, everybody that came out here don't have a mental illness. Sherlock is a sociopath, but there's no medication for that. You can't cure that. So there's a difference from a psychopath. Psychopath is like Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy kind of thing. Sherlock, he investigates them. He's like intrigued by them, but he don't really commit them kind of thing. Sociopath. He has compassion. And then in the Truman Show, he was right on what was going on, but everybody else was trying to lie to him, gaslight him. Funny enough, in the it's Jim Carrey in the Truman Show and in The Mask. Yeah. So now we have help from above. Yep. I tell you, spirit keep wiping away the the footprints. And they're like, yep, nope. Then we have sexual art, right? All that love spells, all the things that it keeps trying to do. It just, it calls you more, like, it just calls you more and more to, like, be disgusted by this person. And we have love. Yeah, you gotta heal yourself from this toxic ass love and all the love spells that this person is doing. Because if you look closer, there's a whole, oh, my finger is on top of it. There's a whole voodoo doll on there. This person really was trying to get control of you. Just getting spells, potions, doing all that the fuck they couldn't do. To keep an eyes on you, and it's just like, you're weird. Patient. Because spirit is working with you. Like I said, the death chair is behind you. They thought you was a small little person that they can do whatever they want to, and it's just like this naive little person that they can do whatever they want to, and it's just like, nah, like, you just be chilling, right? And then when it's time to step into your power, you step into that power, but you don't be doing it all the time, right? You don't be trying to flash out and be hoo 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 ha ha. Like, you don't need to be walking around the Hulk all the time to intimidate people. Sometimes you're just cool being Bruce. Like, you just, right? We have cycles. You healing from this cycle and closing out this cycle and moving on to something else, something new. You looking back on the past, you reflecting on it, but like once you reflect on it, you heal, you learn what you need to learn, you're closing it out and moving on forward, so you can start something else that's new. You're healing yourself from this sad, toxic ass relationship that you was in. And sadness. Then we have unleash your creativity. Yeah. You find a new way to transform this and to grow from this. Yeah. Self-love. Go one more, and then we have entrapment. Yeah, because this cycle, this relationship was actually a trap. Like I've been said. That's 7 of Wands. And then the person that's wearing the mask, like I said before, they will wear a mask and try to keep it hidden and stuff like that. The mask that they're wearing is a plague mask. And the plague pretty much wiped out a good amount of people. Like, they wanted, like I said before, with this death and stuff like that to death, like, if they wouldn't just, you wouldn't have been able to leave. They intended for this, for the long haul, like, to you end. Or to either they die or you die, you would have been stuck in this trap, right? Pay attention to the signs. Also with that self-worth, like I said before, with that self-love, self-worth, self-care. And then now with the rabbit coming out, and then the crocodile, it's like they're surrounded by fear and being nervous and timid and shy and not being able, because crocodiles, you don't normally see them until they're like ready to attack or ready to pounce. It's like that's what they wanted to happen with this ambush. You could be afraid and be this like poor little bunny rabbit, like frozen in fear. And Spirit is like, no, that's not what's happening here. Right? And we have Lion, right? Did we have Lion Kings earlier? Like, yeah, that's just like, that's not what's happening here. You're not going to be the leader. You're not going to control this person because you can't even control yourself. You can't lead yourself. So why would you, especially with that management, like they want to be viewed as this leader, this person that's fit for management, fit for a management position, but it's like, who is you managing? What have you managed that has not fallen apart? You know, and it's like they haven't really. They need to spend some time with self. And then we have Bear. Right, so it's like you, because this crocodile was going in this direction and everything else looking in this direction. So you probably started off as this rabbit, very scared, timid, shy, closed off, um, running away from certain things. It was like as time went on, you started taking charge, setting boundaries for yourself, stepping in like your strength and your confidence and your courage. And then with that help from above with this bear, like you starting to get into spirituality and get in touch with your spiritual side and aspects. We have a swan. Now things are looking beautiful. Right, where everybody was trying to make you the ugly duckling, like you turned into this beautiful swan, and now everybody is looking at you like, wow, like you would have never expected that. And it's just like, yeah, you would never have expected it because you try so hard for me not to be this way. Right? Stingray. And they try so hard to avoid your tail so they wouldn't be able to get stung or get found out or get like caught or get shot. Even though they know that with the things that they was doing, they could have been. And they would have been. See, fire ants. Because they knew the shit that they was doing was causing a lot of heat, a lot of drama. We have whale. Well, you can't really see it. Right? And then we have the oak, which in this deck is pretty much like the father. So it's like you're starting to take control over your own life, your own spirituality, and lead yourself rather than listening and following, like I said before, taking what people said to you at face value. Like now you starting to, because you realize the drama that happened and occurred with you just believing people and just trusting them And like I said before, like the benefits of love, but also like the downside and the negative side of love, where some people will abuse your love and your kindness that you have for them, and create this lie and have like other people go along with the lie with you. But there's like, once you start awakening to it and realizing it, try to gaslight you to make it seem like it is, like what you're saying isn't true when it actually is true. And it's like you're starting to awaken that and realize that, and taking control back of your own life rather than giving it away to people. Right? You making your own pathway and your own decisions. We have shark. The sharks is kind of sort of like the doctors of the sea, but sometimes they get things wrong. Okay, um, like they try to eat like if a fish is about to get sick, they eat it before the fish like has a chance to mess up or throw the ecosystem out of balance. Like that's what I mean. Like they're like the doctors of the sea. Right at the bottom of the deck we have the raccoon. Yeah, they're trying to hide this away, mask it so you won't see it, you won't know it. Because, like I said before, with the bears, it's all about like walking with your spirituality, waking up from a spiritual slumber, and beginning anew. Your inner strength, your inner growth, and the same thing with the lion. Like I said before, with the power and the confidence and the strength, and you're moving on, moving forward, and the rabbit, like I said before, about being afraid of everything, feeling overwhelmed and being stuck and frozen in fear because of what was going on underneath the surface that you wasn't aware of. And it's just like, just remember, like, to pay attention to people, listen carefully, listen clearly, and you will always know, like, even with this help from above, like, they literally will help you solve the problem. They won't just leave you by yourself. And it's like, with this awakening from the spiritual slumber, it's like, the more and more you realize that you had some days or certain situations where you don't know how you made it out or how you got out of that situation the way you did, and it was like because spirit was helping you. You was getting help from above, and it's like you start trusting that and believing in that and having faith with that with the full and the faith here. Like you start going on those leap of faith and trusting that you always, like, the divine will always support you as long as you're not trying to hurt anybody or have any ill or malicious intent, right? And then the oak is all about stability, resilience. Like I said, with the father, being headstrong, being supportive, being kind, being consistent, and also like protecting like your house and home and people that you care about. And then the crocodile, something about resting, submerging, collecting energy, and like cooling off. Um, So with that vampire, they collecting the energy, and they probably thought like, oh, they can, like, you leave them now, y'all break up, y'all separate. Oh, things are gonna cool off and cool down, giving it a little break, giving it a little rest, and they'll be able to come back in whenever they, whenever they're ready, because you were so scared and afraid without them and stuff like that. When it's like that, that's null and void. That's all gone now. And then with the stingray, it's about developing confidence. Yeah. When you develop your consciousness, your sense of self, and you want to grow, and you're very eager to grow and to learn and expand. And you're not letting anybody stop you. And then, okay, so shark is all about directness, expansion. No, directness, exposure, and revealing true natures and desires. And then the swan is all about like effortless creativity, sensitive, mystique, and elegant power. You know, like I said, they're very pretty, they're very cute, but like they also the definition of fuck around and find out. Like you, it's true. Oh, and then fire ants is all about like getting down to the nitty gritty. That you don't let something stew and try to like ignore it or neglect it, like this person was trying to do, and now they out here drinking their feelings away. Right? So now I'm gonna do the wisdom of the oracles. And then read the affirmations, and then that's it. Alright. Because I'm about to say, we have Thinker and Treasureland. Right, so like I said before, like remember, like you're a good listener to listen to what they're saying. If you feel like you're not a good listener, like practice listening. Wasn't that a test? At some point, like the English test, like they literally had a day for just listening. Like maybe like try doing that again, okay? And testing things out, writing down what makes sense to you. Going like even when they read the story, like the first time they read it to you, you didn't write anything. The second time you take notes, and then I think they read it like a third time, if they did. I don't really remember, that was mad years ago, okay? So if they did read it the third time, I write notes, but then I'll also just answer the questions, because it's like, if you're gonna read it to me like that, that kind of thing. But if they just read it twice, it's just like you had the first chance to just listen and write what you need to write. Then the second time is like, or to just listen, absorb what you want to absorb, and then like the second time you can write whatever you want to write. But if they do it 3 times, it's like by that time you already know what the questions is, you know what you need to look for, you know what you need to pay attention for. So it's like, you know, that kind of thing. Think about it. How you gonna solve this problem? You're capable of solving the problem. You just have to believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself. Then we have why, because this person will try to lead you astray and try to tell you that you don't know what you're doing, you don't do this, you don't know that, and it's like, but you do. Hey, hold on, rejuvenation. Yeah, the high priest is trying to tell you how to get you out of this siren, and get you out of this siren's trap ploy, so you can stop hearing the song, all of it, and to get back to who you are. Get back in touch to who you are. Yeah, I've come to the edge. Yeah, take that little leap of faith. Then we have time for a nap. Yeah, because this person is trying to take all your time, your energy, all of it. And it's like once you get away from this person, you're going to feel tired. Your body going to finally be at ease and be like, sleep. And then you might sleep for a while, because this person was, like I said, they was doing a lot of shit, a lot of work. And we have breathe. Yeah. Take a little vacation. Probably don't tell no. I don't say don't tell no. Like, tell. Like your emergency contact where you going. And if this person is your emergency contact, who was your emergency contact before that? Like somebody you can actually trust. That might be like morbid, but like if you go missing, they will actually like look for you, find you, put a fight up for you, something. You know, that kind of thing. And then we have no place like home. Yeah. You either like go to your childhood home, your parents' home, your own home, a place that feels like home to you. Like I said, take a vacation. And we have all that glitters. It's not gold, baby. It's not gold. This person is the definition of that. They're not gold. I'm gonna go one more. We have a fork in the road. Yeah. trying to keep you stuck and confused, not knowing where to go. So you're trying to figure out why. Right? We have buy the book. Didn't I say somebody's here that's actually going buy the book and somebody else isn't? Yeah. That's why it's just karmic justice. Because whoever went by the book, is not fair for them to suffer through whatever they're suffering through as if they didn't learn their lesson. Why would you punish somebody for doing the right thing? That makes no sense. But this what this person will want. With this corruption is like, if they do the right thing, they expect a reward, right? And to be praised and everybody to clap and worship them and stuff like that. And it's like, if they do something wrong, even though they know that they're wrong, they still expect you to still worship and be like, oh, they didn't mean it. They're just so sorry. They didn't know any better. And it's just like, no, they knew what they was doing, because why they did it, they was doing this, and the third. And it's just like, oh, well, and just want to laugh it off. And it's just like, no, like, no, kind of thing. And it's like, even if it's like somebody did like exact same thing that they did, somebody did it to them, they would expect them to have some sort of punishment. But because it's them, they expect them not to get any type of punishment. And it's just like, why would that ever be a thing? Why would spirit ever do that? You know? So now the affirmation is, I will not compare myself to strangers on the internet. Right? Because either way, they just only posting the showing you the happy times. They're not showing you when they fighting, struggling, stressed out, looking like from Rugrats, looking like Angelica's doll. They're not showing you none of that. So we have, I can't live in the moment. Ooh. And we have, my creative energy knows no limits. I allow myself to be happy no matter what. I release all negative thoughts of my past and all the worry about my future. Then we have, I am enough. I can become a better version of myself, which is this person that wants you to do, because then you will cut them out and leave them, or expect them to grow and become a better version of themselves. But then that involves them to heal and to acknowledge that they're not the damn victim of the shit that they're doing. They're literally the person that's doing all this shit to their own self. And it's like they don't want to admit that. They don't want to accept that. And it's just like, accountability is something they trying to run away from. And it's just like, all right, that's cool, that's fine. You stay over there, I stay over here. Like I said before, the West and the East, y'all on completely different ends. So we have, I am in control. Yeah. You in control of your own life, and they still struggling, trying to find control, or somebody to control. And it's like, you can't even control yourself. You know, it's like, stop. But that's all that I'm seeing for this story time. If you feel like this story time helped you, then I'm glad. But other than that, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.